They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bears ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Looking for room, it's Price. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every...
He's loose. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads it left. That is just a sideline flag. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, 3rd down, big play.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Missouri State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best, country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes, because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab, first down still on his feet. And the Bears get enough to move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. Got the first down and more. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The give to the tailback. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here,
got some room in him to the goal line. Dude, he's already picked up 46 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
and you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so
it's a seam wide open. The 40. All out of space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
offensive line can be a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Pocket breaking down. Picked off. What a way to set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the 1st down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He splits the uprights, and that leads. goes even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. He now has 56 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off. There he goes. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Power football with the run. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. Sets up the screen. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off play action on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but he sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
And the Bears will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes the catch. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Shakes off the defender. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
The Aggies will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride Davis here. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
Job by the punt returner. First thing he does, secures the catch, and you can tell they set up the return. He reads his blocks really well, turns on the afterburners all the way to the end zone. Special teams coming up with the huge play.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Makes the grab down the middle. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Going deep. He's got it down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the thing about the jet sweep is oftentimes it gets the defense confused. They can't find the ball, but not that time. Great job of eye discipline defensively, finding who had the ball, and then using their speed to get there to make a nice tackle.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
It's not always easy, and it's not always easy to call a basic play on 4th down, but it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day 1 install in fall camp. Nice, successful run on 4th down.
Makes the catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tight end now in motion. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He'll do it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now he's looking to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. The Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Aggie. And the punishment has been extended.
The second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to Davis. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The Bears pick up the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a...
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hit as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, hitting my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Bears trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive. You've got to make tackles.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash fourth and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Riley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And last time they punted, it went back for 6. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Young.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Fires to the tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
50-50 balls like that comes down to trust. And in a 2-minute situation with the game on the line, the quarterback knew his guy was going to make a play for him, and his receiver did exactly that.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national